Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Bunnykat's Oracle. It is great to have you here. My name is Marianne, and I'm going to do your September 2020 General Tarot reading. Remember, this is just for fun and games. I don't actually predict the future, and none of this is intended as professional or medical advice, of course, in case you didn't see my disclaimer. Before I begin, I'm going to say a little prayer for everyone who clicks on this video today. I will light a candle for you, and I pray that you are healthy, that you're happy, that you're protected from harm, and that all your best wishes come true. Today I'm going to do a Celtic Cross reading, and I'll be mainly using the Wonderland Tarot, which is by Chris and Morgana Abbey. That's the tin there, the cute little tin. And this is, of course, based on Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland stories, which I love. And I will be clarifying with my classic Smith-Waite tarot deck, which is this one, in case you're curious, in case we need a little bit more insight into any of the cards. Without further ado, let's begin. All right, messages for Gemini, my Gemini friends. Oops, got the Emperor wanting to come out. Might be dealing with an Aries this month. Maybe trying to run your own business. Not taking flyers right now, I'm just noticing them. Messages for Gemini for September 2020. What do my twins need to know? Not that they're mine or anything, but you know. I crack myself up. Messages for Gemini, September 2020. What do my Geminis need to know this month? We'll cut the deck. And we will begin. All right. Bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor again. Isn't that what popped out earlier when I was shuffling? Here we have the Cheshire Cat relaxing on the tree. So I feel your motive has to do with your running your empire, building your business, controlling your world, so to speak. You seem to be really focused on how you're making a go of things, which makes sense. Sorry about that sound in the background. I don't know what that is. What is that sound, Monkey? Oh, dear God. Okay. We got a floppy fish for the cats, and apparently it's going off. It's making really crazy sounds in the background. That's really annoying. Is there any way to make that stop? Can you please make it stop? I'm recording a video here. Okay. Really loud floppy fish. Just turn it off or something. Oh my goodness. All right. Thank you. It's definitely picking up on my microphone. Can you just click it off? Dear God. Okay. Horrible. Okay, I will show it to the viewers, but I don't want to promote it. I don't want people to go buy this crazy thing. This is the source of the noise. Sorry about that, friends. Okay, floppy fish. This could be a sign. You could have a floppy fish in your life. Do you have somebody whose handshake is actually just a floppy fish? Don't deal with that person. Don't ever buy this thing. It goes off randomly, and it sounds horrible. The cats like it, though. They seem to like it. But was it worth $30? I don't know. I feel like they're already over it. Anyway, thank you, Monkey. Thank you. Sorry for that interruption. So interpret that however you want, if it means anything to you. What do we have in the first position here? We have the Eight of Hats. So this is the card of running away in the night. Let me just mention that almost all the signs are getting this card. You are one of the last signs I'm doing a reading for today, and I've seen this card a lot lately. I feel like there's some universal energy going on with this escapism card. People are drinking too much, people smoking too much, people watching way too much TV. We're all just trying to find a way to cope with the situation. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't beat yourself up if that's how you're feeling. You may not be physically running away. You may just be kind of disappearing into a glass of wine or 2 or 5 or, big old bag of weed. I don't know what you're doing, but do try to rein that in a little bit, because this is something that will hold you back. You have crossing you have the Chariot card here, and this is all about moving forward, being successful with your business, doing a victory tour, everybody watching you, making your name in the world, putting your name in lights, all that good stuff. But it is showing up as a challenge for you at the moment, a challenge or an opportunity. So I feel like work is really on your mind. You're really asking yourself, okay, what's my next step? How am I going to get ahead? How am I going to make this all work? But you're a little bit held back here, I think, by maybe just some bad habits. It could also be kind of some bad thinking patterns as well. In the Thoth deck, which I have right here and I pull out sometimes when I feel it's necessary, the Eight of Cups is about this concept of dirty water. It's like when your mind becomes polluted with one negative thought, it sort of affects everything. It's like you could be enjoying a really beautiful day and everything could be going right in your life, but you're kind of hyper focused on this negative thing, and it sort of poisons everything else, right? It's like dropping mud into an otherwise perfectly clear pool. It dissipates and it makes the whole pool now kind of muddy, right? So try to be aware of that. Try to be aware of your thoughts and what direction they're going in, and try to actively steer them in a positive direction, because this Chariot could represent a great opportunity for you if you just in the right headspace and have the right energy to go after it. Crowning you, you have the High Priestess. This is the card of Pisces, but showing up as a strength card here. I feel you are very intuitive this month. You may be thinking more with your gut than with your head, and you may just have a hunch about things. You may have a hunch about a new business, about people you're coming into contact with, about content people might respond to. I'm not sure what it is, but I do love this card. It's one of my favorites. And you really need to listen to your intuition this month, because it's going to be very, very strong. As a past influence, you have a Page of Hats, and you also have the Page of Peppermills in the past. So I also have the Page of Flamingos. So lots of pages in your reading. And that tells me there may be a lot of young people around you, or a lot of friends. You may be spending a lot of time with friends, or at least communicating with friends a lot, even if you're not spending time physically together. The Page of Hats as a past influence. This is a young person who is very humble, very studious, and very gentle. You can see their ballerina type shoes. They have a big head because they read a lot. They're very curious about life. They can also be bringing news about love. Could be good news, could be bad news, but I feel like this is a person in your life who influenced you. And you have the Page of Peppermills also in the recent past. Now, this card can represent good news. You may have got some good news. You may have come into some money that bought you some time. You may have found out that a loan got approved, or that you were accepted into some position. If it's a messenger, if it's a person, this is someone who's artistic and passionate. They don't have a whole heck of a lot, but they're able to make it all work somehow. As you can see, they're kind of in this barren landscape. So let me just hold this like this. Like there's really nothing around them, and their clothes look really fancy, but they could have come from a thrift store for all we know. But this person is just so enthusiastic and so ready to just put themselves out there and just make something out of nothing. So this could be a friend that came into your life recently. I don't get the sense they've necessarily left. They may still be here. A couple of friends who have some ideas up their sleeves. In the near future, you have the Knight of Flamingos. Now, this one I'm a little concerned about. This could be someone that you're crossing, or this could be an energy that you're taking on. Now, Knight of Flamingos energy is dangerous. It's somebody wanting to rush into battle, and not necessarily for a good cause. They're just ready to fight. Sometimes when this card shows up, someone is thinking a lot about revenge, wanting to get even with their enemies, and that's never a good thing. I mean, it's one thing to fantasize about it, but it's quite another thing to act on it, because in the end, innocent people get hurt, and you'll end up getting in trouble, and it won't be worth it. this is such a funny looking card because the flamingos represent swords in this deck. So rather than fighting with a sword, this guy has a flamingo. And he reminds me of the professor from the Back to the Future movies, like with his crazy hair and his crazy outfit. And if you look at his eyes, though, I'm gonna have to get way up close. Can you see that? His eyes are just black. It's like he's got this crazy professor type of persona, but his eyes tell me he's soulless, he's evil. And now he reminds me of one of the White Walkers from, oh dear, what's that show called, Monkey? The White Walkers? Nah, the show you watch with the Winterfell and all that. What's it called? Come on. Nah. Game of Thrones. Thank you. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. Like, it wasn't really that long ago that we were all binge watching Game of Thrones, Lord of the Thrones, before the pandemic started. Oh dear. Remember when that was a thing? That was like a million years ago. Wow. Okay. So yeah, don't want to be dealing with this White Walker from Winterfell here. Absolutely not. Like, look at his horse. Like, even the horse is like, where on earth are we going? He looks so confused. He's got a little heart on his little mouth brace thing, and he seems like a really sweet horse, and he just does not want to be dragged into this. So whatever this is, oh dear, please don't do it if it is an action. But it could be somebody you're dealing with. Like, this could represent an enemy or somebody you're crossing paths with. You need to be really careful about. I don't like telling people bad things, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If I do see something that I don't like, I'm going to just get some more information. Let's clarify the Knight of Flamingos, please, for my Gemini people. Clarifying the Knight of Flamingos, please, for the Geminis in the near future. What do they need to know about the Knight of Flamingos? This page seems to want to come out. Okay, and the moon. Okay. All right. So now we have the Page of Pentacles. Now we have all the pages in the board. So whatever happens, I feel you're going to have a lot of support from friends this month. This is funny. But this page, this is usually about good news about money. It could also be somebody offering you a job. But the Moon card is here as well. So, and the Knight of Flamingos, don't rush into something that doesn't feel right in your gut, okay? You could have somebody who's a real smooth talker, who is trying to get you on board for something. Recruiters are really good at that, but you have to remember that they're thinking about their commission. They're not thinking about your best interest. So you're never really going to get the full story from them. But there's always a reason why a company is willing to pay a recruiter like $10,000 to bring in a new hire. If that company was so great, people would be lining up to apply to work there already, right? So listen to your gut and do your own research, because when the Moon card shows up, there are things that you don't see. And you did have the High Priestess as well, crowning you, which talks about your intuition and your need to listen to your intuition. The High Priestess is ruled by the Moon. So there could be a trap. Somebody isn't telling you the full story about something. So I'm not saying like, oh, if somebody offers you a job, like, don't take it. Because, like, I mean, that's just not the kind of advice I want to be giving anybody. But I do want to say, read all the fine print, ask around, get references about anybody that approaches you, like an employer or some friends that have some shady business plans. Like, do your own research, listen to your gut, and look at all your options. Maybe keep your options open for a while, okay? Because there's something shady about this in the near future, and I wouldn't want to see you getting involved in something that is just not going to go well for you, right? Having been there myself. In position 7 here, we have the Page of Flamingos again. This could be another friend of yours, but this is the position of your attitude. So your attitude this month is the Spy card. This is the card of the spy. You could be doing a lot of investigating. I would say that you're very curious. Geminis are naturally curious, avid readers. They seem to know a lot about a lot of subjects. So that's cool. You're reading a lot. You're getting to the bottom of things. And that seems like a good idea, a good attitude to have. Don't take anything at face value. I mean, you don't have to be a dick about it, but just, do a little extra research, right? So that's nice. I like that attitude. In your external environment, we have the Two of Oysters. So we have somebody juggling something. This could have to do with you juggling things in your immediate environment, juggling work and home life, or pets, maybe? I know my brother's a Gemini, and he had some dogs who apparently got out, and now they have puppies. And it's a classic situation of, who let the dogs out? Who? Because those dogs got out. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I mean, they're cute. I've seen the pictures of the puppies, but the problem is they were supposed to be rehomed. And they were in the process of doing that, finding homes for the puppies. But then the pandemic happened and this stuff got put on hold. And now my poor brother has a house full of dogs. And I feel like this situation here, this Two of Oysters energy of somebody having a hard time juggling everything, is probably how my poor brother feels right now. It's a lot of dog poop to pick up. It's a lot of dog chow to have to buy. And he still has to live his life. My God. Oh, dear. Who let the dogs out? So live and learn. Please get your pets spayed, neutered, all of that. Don't neglect it. Don't wait on it. Don't let them escape one day and get out into the backyard, think everything's fine. Oh dear. But that's obviously not going to apply to everyone. That's just like the situation applies to my brother. But I actually want to get some clarifiers on this Two of Oysters in the external position for Gemini. What's up with the Two of Oysters in the external position for Gemini? Here we go. Oh my. It's a card of defeat. You may be, definitely feeling overwhelmed by what's going on, and something has to give. You may need to just like accept your losses in some area of your life. Like you have to drop one of these oysters and learn to walk away. The people in this card who lost this battle are already walking away, and they've set their eyes on a new horizon, and they're headed in the right direction, right? It's this guy that's being a dick about things. He won the fight, but he's still hanging out in the battleground, scooping up all the swords, being a dick. You don't want to be that guy. You have to choose your battles wisely. And like I saw here, there's a battle that you just don't need to be involved in. It's okay to just say like, nah, you win, and just leave. I think you'd be better off leaving. So something you got to drop here, something you've got to avoid. I really do feel like it's an enemy. That sounds so dramatic and negative, but haters gonna hate. But if you really do have someone trying to cause you harm, my God, get a restraining order. Oh dear, drop some cards. 1 second, please. So many interruptions tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay, so and maybe somebody who has a lot of money. This is the card of financial independence. The 9 of Pentacles showing up here with the wounded warrior. Somebody that's not given up. It's maybe about the message for you not to give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your own dreams. Follow your own heart. But alternatively, this could be somebody you're dealing with. And in the negative, the 9 of Pentacles can be someone who's very vain, kind of egotistical. It's generally a really positive card. This is somebody who's wealthy and done really well for themselves, but with the cards surrounding it, I feel like as an influence in your life, this person could be a little shady, a little egotistical. It feels like they're just looking out for their own needs, and they're very pushy. So maybe just avoid this person. If somebody's being really pushy with you and not taking no for an answer, I might just find an excuse to leave the situation and get out of there. I don't know, it feels like some drama. I'm sorry, Gemini. I kind of hope this doesn't apply to you. Anyway, it's just cards at the end of the day, right? I mean, it doesn't always have to apply. Let me know if it does. Oh my goodness, Judgment card wanting to come out. I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to shuffle again. We have, in your hopes and fears, we have the 8 of Oysters. This is actually a really welcome card to see after everything else that I've looked at just in the past few minutes. This is a card about working on your skills. It would be the 8 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. It's like, I feel like you are really intent on either finding a skill or trade that you can do, or developing some skill or talent that you already have. You're hopeful that you can just make a living for yourself doing something that you're good at. You may be doing some soul searching, or you may have already started this on your own, but it feels like all you want to do is kind of find your way in the world, And with the attitude card of the Page of Flamingos, who's very curious, you may be also very studious. There's kind of a humble energy about you this month. Like, you just want to go about your business. You just want to make your way, learn, get better, put your work out there. You don't want to be dealing with any dramatic people, any scheming, any, get rich quick schemes or illicit affairs. Like, this feels really honest to me, just like somebody who wants to just do things by the book and, run their world and make sure that they're okay and their family is okay and everything's on the up and up. In the outcome position, I have the Four of Hats here. Now, sometimes this card talks about boredom. Another meaning, though, is just not wanting what is being offered. This looks like a gift being offered to you, but you don't want it. Why don't you want it? Well, if this has anything to do with, like, this guy's also offering you something, or these people down here, then maybe it isn't something that you want, Maybe what you really want is this. You want to get to work on your own dreams and projects and do things your own way. Somebody else may be offering you what looks like a great position, but you are ultimately turning it down. Let's get some clarifiers on that. See what that's about. What is this Four of Hats about? In the outcome position for my Geminis. What is this Four of Hats about? In the outcome position for my Geminis. Please clarify the Four of Hats. This could be something emotional as well, right? Somebody offering you their cup of love and you don't want it. You're not interested. Look at you, gigolo. Judgment. Yeah, you are listening to your higher judgment. This is about a calling. You want to find your calling. You want to listen to your gut, like with the High Priestess. Listen to a higher knowing, You're not going to be led astray like these sleeping people here anymore. You're being called to step up and to do the right thing and to live your life honorably. And I don't know what you've been up to, if that applies to you guys or not. I'm not saying it does or it doesn't, but I'd be interested to hear about it if you care to share any information in the comments. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I like it. I feel like you're heading into a new cycle in your life and you're wanting to, like, grow up a little bit, Like, we all make mistakes, but as long as we learn from them and we can tell right from wrong and we decide to do the right thing going forward, then it's all good, right? It's all good. Before I check out here, I'm going to do a card from the Animal Spirit Oracle, just to close out your reading here and give you a little bit more advice. I'll show you the box. This is the Kim Krantz Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. Absolutely beautiful cards. Beautiful book. Comes with this wonderful guidebook, really big too. It's lovely to get a nice big book like this with an oracle deck. You usually don't just get like a little white book that comes with it. And I'm going to actually read to you from the book because it's beautiful what the author has written. So, what animal spirit messages do we have for Gemini? We've got two already, but I don't know if I'm ready. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. What animal spirit messages do we have for the twins for September 2020? What animal spirit messages do we have for Gemini for September 2020? All right. Nope. Oyster. Yeah! It's funny because the oysters in this deck are money. They're about money. Maybe keep your eyes on the prize. But that's not really what the card means, but I just thought that was funny. I would tell you to keep your eyes on the prize, but be careful about how you go about that, because the journey really is what's most important, How you get to the end of it is as important as what you get at the end, right? Okay, hang on, let me see if I can find this oyster in here. There's just no table of contents in this book. That's my only complaint. I don't have many complaints, just that one. There we go. Okay, so oyster energy is patient. It's a secret keeper. It's hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires and life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, oyster energy feels blessed, generous, and masterful. When out of balance, it's reluctant, gripping, and clams up. To bring it into balance, share something. Aw, that is beautiful. So Gemini, I'm really excited to find out what it is, this special talent that you have, that you're going to be bringing out into the world. I feel like you're not really quite ready to share it just yet. You're going to be working on it a while longer. But I feel like it's going to be something really cool. And I'd love to hear all about it. Thank you again for joining me on Bunnykat's Oracle today. It's been great having you here. It's been a lot of fun doing your reading. I hope you have a great month. I hope you're safe. I hope you make good decisions. I hope you're all okay. Don't get embroiled in any petty drama. And I hope to see you again here really soon, okay? Bless you all. Bye.